question. You didn't even ask me if I ate, which is the most important question.
Not to eat before you give. You have to eat. Your body has to. ככה זה היה. I promised my wife. I just took a muffin because of that.
Took the muffin for the guy.
Where's the blood going?
The
regular blood bank? Goyim, the Jews,
whatever it is.
That's not Pashasky.
Look a second at this Rambam. This Rambam has commentary that most people don't have. So let's start with Mishnah. Take Mishnah Berurah first. Taf Ayin Gimel. This Taf Ayin Gimel Mishnah. Taf Ayin Gimel 773.
Where?
Taf Ayin Gimel 473.
Okay.
Rabbi, can I ask instead of you, did anything happen outside? I didn't see anything happen last night.
What?
Ask Larry. You know, Israel, the missile.
Oh, Larry, good morning. How was the night in Israel?
Not good. Terrible. We lost a soldier.
And as far as the missiles?
There were a lot of missiles last night.
In battle in Lebanon, that's what they missed.
You know, when the Rabbi he says, Chayalei Israel, the people in Israel are in a much bigger danger. It's not a war between soldiers. It's the sake of Israel. It's every person in Israel. Okay, open a second, Siman Tafai and Gimel, Seif Dalet. Seif Dalet. Tafai and Gimel, Seif Dalet.
I saw something on the news, just this, the drone manufacturers and what's going on with this. It's absolutely incredible what's going on and the development and what they're developing and drones in the water, it's just crazy. And the change between the Russian war and this war has changed the whole outlook of war for the next, I don't know how many years. They have a thing that is low cost, that is almost right now.
It's not tanks anymore, it's not airplanes anymore.
And it's indefensible because you only need 1 of 100 or of 1,000 to get through. Somebody decides to send 2,000 drones to bomb the White House. They're not going to knock down 2,000 drones? No. One will get through. Each drone is $10,000, $15,000 if you think about it. So how much are they spending? It's just, what does it take to do it?
$1 million each.
It's five.
What's that?
To knock, there was the report I saw too. It says you're shooting down an item that cost X it's asymmetrical because you're paying so much for that missile that takes it out. So it's like you said, it costs $3 to make it and $1 million to blow it out of the air.
The only thing that I think would have to catch up tremendously is this laser that
Israel.
But not to this extent. They can knock it out for a few cents and stuff like that.
Right. Look a second in this. Everyone has more or less a form of a Seder plate. Let's see what the Seder plate contains. Then see how the Rambam brings it.
But I just want to mention one thing that was interesting. So right now, there used to be one person would command one drone, wherever they're from. So now with AI, one person could command 100 drones.
Whoa.
And these drones, some of them are autonomous. They don't even need a person. You send them out to their it's just with AI. It's frightening. It absolutely is frightening. Okay, sorry.
No, it is frightening. Look at סעיף ד' מביאים לפני בעל הבית קערה שיש בה 3 מצות. Yes. ומרור וחרוסת וכרפס או ירק אחר. So basically on the table we have to have 3 matzot. Why? Because I need 2 for lechem mishneh and 1 I'm breaking. So this is why, those who go with the reef and the Grav Vilna say you need only 2 tafa and gimel סעיף ד'. מביאים לפני בעל הבית קערה שיש בה 3 מצות ומרור וחרוסת וכרפס או ירק אחר. ושני תבשילים, אחד זכר לפסח ואחד זכר לחגיגה. ונהגו בבשר וביצה. So basically on the table before we start the seder, we have a plate or we organize it on the. So let's go to Mishnah Berurah. The Shalosh Matzot, we understand why. Maror, we understand why. Charoset is for the maror. The karpas or yerg acher. Look at the Mishnah Berurah on the bottom, karpas. Okay, let's start with design. מביאים לפני בעל הבית, אבל לפני שאר בני ביתו, אין צריך להניח כסדר הזה, אלא כולם נוטלים משל בעל הבית. It's only one set of free מצות, חרוסת, שיש בה 3 מצות, you see it right? שניים בשביל לחם משנה, כשאר יום טוב, every holiday you have 2 מצות, yes? ואחת, כדי לבוצעה לשתיים, the middle one we break, חציה, 1/2, לקיים במצוות אכילת מצה, לחם עוני קריירה רחמנא. Most people are unaware of that the matzah that will fulfill the mitzvah is a broken matzah because of lechem oni. ומה דרכו של העני בפרוסה. וחצייה השני, the second half of the broken matzah, חצייה השני is בשביל אפיקומן. וחרוסת, כדי לטבול בו את המרור. Okay, so לטבול בו את המרור in the time of the Talmud, there were 2 reasons. One reason is because there was a certain type of a dangerous worm that might be found in the maror, and the other reason is simply to remind us about the type of avodah that they did.
Why is a broken piece used for the Korban Pesach?
No, you mean for matzah. For
Matzah, but you end up eating it for Korban at the end.
No, the afikoman.
I meant the afikoman is for the Korban
The afikoman is replacing the Korban Pesach. So when we eat the afikoman, this was the time when they ate Korban Pesach.
And it was broken. I mean, what was the idea of the chamoni? The first piece we eat is the chamoni. The second half is broken. What is
the fact that it's every broken? Matzah that you eat for mitzvah has to be a broken matzah the night of Pesach.
Including the afikoman.
He's asking. The afikoman is only a replacement for the korban. The afikoman is matzah to replace. So later we'll see that of course they had matzah, the broken matzah for.
Had also offset the bug if there was such a bug? Was it just
the time of the Gemara? It doesn't exist anymore. Look a second. The karpas הוא מין ירק שקוראים אותו karpas. See, it doesn't exist by us. Whatever the family takes is fine, but there was a vegetable called karpas. ובחרו לכתחילה, listen to this, במין זה, why did they choose the vegetable named karpas, שהוא נוטריקון.
מה זה נוטריקון?
נוטריקון זה you take a word and you read it.
Mnemonic.
Read it backwards. Samach peret, yes. Every time you use the otio to remind you something, yes. שהוא נוטריקון, כלומר, 60 ריבו עבדו עבודת פרה. Now you realize this is Shulchan Aruch and this is the Rishon.
What does נוטריקון mean?
לא, תמיד כשאתה לוקח כל עוד ואתה קורא את זה, לומד מזה משהו. Read backwards.
That's what נוטריקון means.
בדרך כלל. עכשיו, look at the Rambam, look at the new Rambam. This Rambam. You need it. Look at the Rambam now. In פרק שביעי, בהלכות חמץ ומצה. Remember, the name karpas is universal. Ashkenazim and Sfaradim, every community. And he is telling you, okay, they chose a vegetable called karpas because of the נוטריקון, yes? עכשיו תראה מה שכתוב
Rabbi, yesterday you read, and it was in Chumash, and it said for Korban, and I was sorry to say it, Korban, Matzah, and then in the English part it did say
Maror.
Maror. But technically, the maror was a roughage or was a sandwich. I mean, it's not so clear on that, is it? Or it's very
No,
clear.
but later we'll see in the Rambam. What we do today is one thing, what they did over there is different.
Okay. Good.
So look a second here. Here just a second here. You look at Perek Shmini, Perek Chet. Perek Chet. Perek Chet בחמץ ומצה. Let's read out the Rambam is telling us to start the Seder. Perek Chet, right here. I'm really aiming for Halacha Bet and I'm aiming to Rabbeinu Manoach. But it's fascinating. Listen good. סדר עשיית מצוות אלו בליל 15 כך הוא. בתחילה מוזגים כוס לכל אחד ואחד. I remember this is the custom that you fill up the cup of the person next to you or whatever. כל אחד, מוזגים לכל אחד. הוא מברך בורא פרי הגפן, והוא אומר עליו קידוש היום וזמן, by the end of קידוש עושה שהחיינו ושותה. Okay, by yes, remember the Shechiyanu has to include all the mitzvot of the night. ואחר כך, you see something, אף אחד לא עושה את זה, ואחר כך, מברך על נטילת ידיים ונוטל ידיו. This is the minhag of the Gra. The Kadesh urechaz, by rechaz, the minhag of the Gra is to make netilat yadayim. Why? Because every time you ate a vegetable or food that was wet, you made bracha on netilat yadayim. The Rambam says, mevarech.
No, but this says we're better.
The Rambam says you do make a bracha.
We do it now.
The Rambam. Our minhag is not to.
Is that also yours?
ומביאים שולחן ערוך, ועליו, what do you have on the table? Remember, we just read מרן. מרור וירק אחר. Yes? מרור וירק אחר. The Rambam doesn't mention the word.
ירק אחר.
ירק אחר. Another vegetables.
שולחן
ערוך says karpas or another ירק, but Rambam says ירק אחר. זאת אומרת שהמילה קרפס לא הייתה לפני 800 שנה בגרמב"ם. היה ירק.
My father used to go to the Lower East Side and buy my brother-in-law in Ashkenaz. He used to buy him the horseradish.
But this is from Maror. We're talking about. We're not
I'm sorry. That's a vegetable.
הוא מצא בחרוסת, בגופו של כבש הפסח. Rambam is taking us back to the time of בית המקדש. You have the meat of the korban at the table, ובשר חגיגה של יום 14. We are obligated to slaughter another korban to fill up. Everyone should have enough of the Pesach, so you fill people up with meat. Okay. Our egg is a replacement for this. And in a minute you'll see why the egg. In a minute. ובזמן הזה, says Rambam today, there's no בית המקדש. מביאים על השולחן שני מיני בשר. You bring 2 types of meat. See the Rambam didn't have the egg. שני מיני בשר. See the Rambam's minhag was 2 types of meat. One, אחד זכר לפסח, אחד זכר, 2 קורבנות, אחד זכר לפסח, אחד זכר לחגיגה. Fine. מתחיל, הוא מברך, זאת אומרת, בקדש, הוא רחץ, הוא יבוש, הוא מברך בורא פרי האדמה, ולוקח ירק, הוא מטבל אותו בחרוסת. The Rambam didn't have what we have. According to the Rambam, you're not dipping it in salt water, you dip it right away in חרוסת, ואוכל כזית, not like us, less than כזית, הוא וכל אחד מהמסובים. The Rambam here, the Rambam's table, the Rambam says, you dip it in חרוסת and you eat a כזית, fine. Remember, the Rambam didn't mention the word kafas. Now look at this. This commentary that you have is 600 years ago here, Rabbeinu Manoach here. זה מאוד מעניין. I like the Rabbeinu Manoach, it says in הלכה ב'. מתחיל ומברך בורא פרי אדמה ולוקח ירק. The Rambam clearly says take a vegetable. אנו נוהגים, he says, בכרפס. Why? זכר לכתונת הפסים שעשה יעקב אבינו יוסף. You
You told us so many years ago, I have it on my notes.
Now, take the חומש. סליחה, take the חומש. רש"י בחומש.
רש"י בחומש,
אומר, אתה שומע? כתונת. מה זה במגילת אסתר? חור כרפס. מה זה כרפס? כרפס is fine fabric. אומר רש"י, פלא. תסתכל ברש"י. look at רש"י.
The fingers when they dip blood with the animal.
Yes.
I have it on my notes.
No,
from
but
many years ago.
no, the beauty of this Lashon is
Thank you.
because it's you understand many Jewish customs.
Nothing by accident.
Look at Parashat Vayeshev in the beginning.
פרק ל"ז פסוק ד'.
ל"ז פסוק ד'.
זה 200.
Page 200. Look at the Rashi. Yaakov had to show that Yosef is special. Makes him Ketoret Pasim. Look at the Rashi. Look at the Rashi on top. You see? Pasim. Clay milat. Milat means fine fabric. Kemo karpas utchelet.
Like in the Megillah.
It is kemo karpas utchelet, which means when Achashverosh wants to demonstrate his wealth, right? He's demonstrating it by expensive fabrics.
So karpas is not celery, it's a
Better,
fabric,
a fine fabric.
fine fabric.
So the question, so now go back now to Rabbeinu Manoach. Says Rabbeinu, no, but Megillah it's clear like that, but Rashi is an interpreter. Says to you, Ketonet Pasim means fine fabric. So the commentators explain.
Should I read the English commentary yet?
Okay.
A fine woven tunic. The translation follows Rashi, a garment of fine wool. It was a long sleeve embroidered tunic made of variously colored strips of fine wool. The tunic was a mark of leadership, as foreknown, for who Reuben discredited himself by tampering with Jacob's bed. Yaakov elevated Yosef to the status of the firstborn and made him the tunic to symbolize his new position in the family.
Not Yehuda. Very interesting.
That's what it says here.
Look at Rabbeinu Manoach. Look at Rabbeinu Manoach. Now look. Sammy, go back now to Rabbeinu Manoach.
Yeah.
Says Rabbeinu Manoach. Hanu noagim. Go back to the Rabbeinu Manoach. Hanu noagim bekarpas. Zecher. פסים שעשה יעקב אבינו ליוסף, אשר בסיבתה נתגלגל הדבר וירדו אבותינו למצרים, which means everyone is focusing the night of Pesach and the departure from Egypt. Says Rabbeinu Manoach, how did you end up in Egypt? How did you end up in Egypt? By selling your brother. So he says this is the reason why we chose it. The Rambam didn't mention it. Why we chose to name.
So they gave this vegetable the name as opposed that was the name.
There was a vegetable by the name of karpas to remind us the beginning of the seder. To remind us the beginning of the seder. תשמע דבר פלא, תשמע.
How we got there?
Rabbi Wasserman says, you know, in Europe in Ashkenaz.
Rabbi, I'm sorry.
What?
He's not going to ask, but I'm going to ask him.
Yeah, what's it?
I can't overlap. How does the vegetable and the tunic tie together? I can't tie them.
The tunic was made from fine fabric called karpas. That's it.
The vegetable was also
It
named.
must be the same
The
word.
vegetable was named.
Yeah,
Karpas.
Oh, it was an overlap on a word.
But why?
It wasn't a vegetable type of a garment.
Just a word.
No, man, I'm sorry to be so
Yeah.
simple, but I don't understand.
There's nothing to explain. It's just a play of words. This is
A play of words.
for the second grade.
Same
This is
word
this.
is used for two things.
זה הכל.
Good.
תשמע.
But
In
Lama,
Europe-
why do they want to remind us of this?
right? This is
The whole
תקשיב,
strike
why?
ended up, why ended up
בסדר,
B'Sayim?
לא שומע, we celebrate the
What
departure
was
of
Why
Israel.
we
How
can't
did
be
you
honest with this?
how
Yeah,
did you
how did
end
you get
up
there?
how did you end up in Egypt? Because the brothers
They
sold
brother
this
went
thing.
to B'Sayim, that's the whole thing
Says
began.
Rabbi Wasserman in
Okay.
Ashkenaz Europe for hundreds of years, before every Erev Pesach, the Goyim used to accuse us what?
Blood libel.
Blood libel.
Yeah,
With
matzah,
the blood.
With lots of teeth.
matzah,
No,
blood in the matzah.
we mix the blood in the. Says Rabbi Wasserman, I believe that the reason is vayitbelu et hakutonet badam.
Oh.
Understand? Hashem
blood.
reminds you every year at the Seder.
Now of Yosef.
You ended up in Mitzrayim because you. מה זה דברים עמוקים מאוד.
Wow.
It's easy to celebrate departure, ככה הוא אומר.
We'll go back to Yosef.
If you want to see how much the Goyim believed in it, I heard it from Professor Ehrlich, Yafa Ehrlich. When she lived on Avenue N, she made sure that her son Yotav Ehrlich, plays with the Goyim. But the Italian kids, they wanted the Goyim to see the Jews.
Normal.
Italian friend that every day used to come, she used to give him a cookie and milk. On Pesach, this Italian comes and says, Miss Elia, today you have to give me the clear glass, nothing.
A clean glass.
Clear.
Clear glass.
It wasn't blood, no blood, no blood.
Because everyone knows you're using
And
blood.
you're gonna have
To
blood.
make sure you're not sneaking the blood into it. She says to
Everybody
him,
knows.
you knew her. She says, where did you hear it? In school. Which school do you go to? 60th Street in Bay Parkway. Remember the Krishna Kozma?
Yeah.
Professor Radach went to the dean. I would like to go from class to class. No, but this is in the 60s. We're talking about the
Seth,
No, 60.
No,
It's a
it's
Catholic
no,
high school.
the
Catholic high school at the corner.
Another name. I forgot the name.
San Maria, whatever.
I read a book. I read a book written by a lady that came out of Kiev in the 50s, 60s. It's a fascinating memoir. Listen to what she says. The Matzah bakery in Kiev was in her house. A secret bakery. 1 year, as I said, 1 year, she forgot to tell a friend to leave the house when they're baking matzah. In the meantime, she realized something is going on. So she says to her friend, our lives are in your hand. You tell your parents, what do you want to? So she took her from the beginning of production, water, flour.
Yes.
Then at the end, they broke eggs, to check. And they baked some egg matzahs. An Chol HaMoed Pesach, this Irish, I remember because the name of the Goya was Irishka, whatever, Russian name. She comes to visit, and her mother says to her, would you like to taste from the crackers that we baked?
No.
They definitely blood. But I took you from the
Show it
production,
yourself.
from A to Z, from the kitchen
Mitzvahs.
to the dining room to this room, but I know that you use it. We don't, we think it's a, this is,
People
she
believe
writes,
it.
this is a girl that ate in Kiev, out of nowhere. This is what people
So
believe.
anonymous top. My mother was born in Argentina. She went to school in Argentina. The kids used to pick up her dress to see if she had a tail.
Why are you going to your mother? I said the story 10 times. New Orleans, second grade. I was in fights because where's your horns and where's your tail? This was the kids that taunted me
No,
in
but this
second
is
grade.
in nowhere.
Fact, New Orleans,
Wait.
Lakeview Elementary School,
this
second
is-
grade.
So this is the name Karpas Semi. תשמע טוב. You know that
Fact.
some Ashkenazic people never used red wine on the night of Pesach because of the blood.
Oh,
Only
wow.
pink or because תשמע. Let's go further now. Let's go further now. Now let's go further to the Shulchan Aruch. Put this back.
Crazy.
Go back to the Shulchan Aruch now. Shulchan Aruch told us, let's read it again now, Halakha Daled. This is the right way. Halakha Daled again. Listen carefully now. מביאים לפני בעל הבית קערה שיש בה 3 מצות, מרור, תע"ג וחרוסת וכרפס, או ירק אחר, ושני תבשילים, please remember, Sammy got it. In the time of Beit HaMikdash, you have two korbanot on the table, we would like to remember it. ושני תבשילים, אחד זכר לפסח, אחד זכר לחגיגה. Sephardic and Ashkenazic, everyone, we have a zroa, the arm, whatever, and the egg. What is the egg? Look at Mishnah Berurah, egg. Zecher lechagiga, look at Mishnah Berurah, zecher lechagiga, look at Mishnah Berurah Chav Gimel. ונהגו בבשר ובביצה. You see? נהגו בבשר, שולחן ערוך says, אתה רואה כתוב בשולחן ערוך, בשר וביצה, look at משנה ברורה. וכל שכן, היא בעיה לעשות שני מיני בשר, if you wish, you can put on the table two types of meat, one roasted, one cooked, זכר לפסח וחגיגה. The Korban Pesach was roasted, the Chagiga cooked it. Listen now.
So the eggs is b'di'avad.
Ela, חכה רגע. מרן says בנהגות, תשמע, תשמע, סמי, תקשיב.
Oh, it's better to use.
חכה רגע, מרן says בנהגות, תשמע. ויש שכתבו, please listen, למה שבחרו בביאה, why an egg, כלומר, בער החמנה למפלג יתנה. In Aramaic, egg is בער, ויש שכתבו סמי, משום שעושים אנו זכר לאבלות בית המקדש, שאין לנו יכולים להקריב קורבן פסח. תקשיב. We are reminding ourselves that we don't have Beit HaMikdash. Why do you take egg?
Why don't you have it? Why don't you say the egg from Sudat Havra'ah that you do when you come?
Every
type of morning.
my daughter-in-law lost her father, so my other daughter-in-law came with a tray with eggs and why are we remembering the chief? Are you aware that the night of the week that Pesach falls? This is the night of the week that Shabbat falls. Are you aware of it?
Yeah.
What's the connection?
That what? I didn't hear what.
What's the connection between the two? The night of the week, the night of the week. The Pesach falls.
Tuesday night to Tuesday night.
Right. What's the connection? Beit HaMikdash was destroyed for Sinat Chinam. We went down to Mitzrayim for Sinat Chinam.
Yeah, it's all tied to Yaakov.
Comes around.
Remember the egg, but the egg is part of this presentation. Which means as you sit down to the Seder, you have to remember, we are celebrating the departure. We ended up because of death. This is why we have the vegetable called karpas. This is why it's only a game. It's the idea to remember.
Was egg actually part of the Korban Chagiga?
Definitely not.
No. Okay.
I remember as a kid, I'm talking now about the 60s or maybe 50s probably, every Saturday night, Sammy, my father, Alav Shalom, used to put an empty chair. This is to remember we have 3 million Jews in Russia. I remember that today. This is over 70 years ago, yes? We have to remember the table, the part of our, this is little things, this is the compass. This is what he's telling you. It's a game of, the egg is exactly the same. It is
Mishnah Berurah, he's going very far. Shapir Dameh. But the egg is Yatzah.
No. But
meaning he didn't do this. He put two tafshilim.
Rambam clearly says two tafshilim.
The Chafetz Chaim is telling us he put two tafshilim.
Benagud. If you want to see the power of the minhag, go tell anyone, Sammy might do it this year. He brings two basar, one roasted, one cooked.
Rabbi Parag?
Yes.
I just want to make sure, beside the Chagiga and the Karban Pesach, on all the Shalosh Regalim, you had a Karban Riyah, right?
With the Korban Riyah, you needed the Nikra Olat Chagiga. We had to bring over there, but over there is only, we're going to see the Rambam. On a regular holiday, you have to bring two Korbanot also, Korban Chagiga and V'lo yira'eh korban olah. Olah you never eat. Over there you understand why you bring two. Because olat re'iyah is olah, you're not tasting the meat.
So that's why it's not here. Okay.
Here, כאן זה בית המקדש.
But they bring the Olah also on Pesach?
What?
They bring 3 korbanot on Pesach?
This is every holiday. Just
No,
say-
you said you said
Yeah, yeah, of
so
course.
Shemini.
Of course.
So the 80 korban Pesach is the third.
Yeah, but this is over there. Yeah.
Also,
Now,
Rabbi Prague, also, wasn't there something where they get punished for eating? Where was it? They did something bad, Vayeshvu lechol lechem or something? Or am I confused?
the brothers, after they sold Yosef,
Right, so it's all related to this, all this is related, right?
many Rishonim say the real Avera is Vayeshvu lechol lechem. You have your
He
own,
said that. They
you have
didn't
your
any
own
remorse.
stupid calculation that is the
They didn't
threat.
have remorse.
And Rabbi Prague, it continues on in the davening, which the Sfardim don't have, that they have it in the, they have to pay, we have to pay because the brothers sold Yosef. It comes back, that's why we had that whole thing with Yasar Haruge Malchut.
You have an idea, Sam. How many times did you make Pidyon Ben?
About 5 or 6.
5 or 6. Did you ever ask them why 5 coins?
The shoes or something.
The price of the shoes that the brother died, they got for yourself 5.
That's what they said.
Every Pidyon Ben, when you have your first, remember the power of a kid?
Al Michram Bakesef Sadiq, Vani Vev Yom Bavor Alayim.
5
Yeah,
coins.
the shoes they got.
How much a
Point.
kid blew? You don't
Value.
realize these customs are
Or ingrained.
silent.
Ingrained.
I mean, do you know one generation that this Sinat Chinam doesn't happen? I mean,
So I
They
mentioned
sold it for Al Michram Bakesef Sadiq.
my father had a custom. He passed around with 3, and nobody in the family knows. He used to take the egg and squeeze it, and
What?
then put the salt on it.
Squeeze it?
Yeah.
Squeeze it?
There you go, Korban. He got
That's
some.
that's an eye opener,
Let's
Ron.
smash it, put salt on it, and eat it. But nobody knows why.
Squeeze it.
but
I have no
make-
idea.
Make
Some custom
sure,
maybe from Egypt. I don't
make
know.
sure that you continue because you
Yeah.
saw it by your father.
Yeah,
Not
for
sure.
sure.
Your father was watching.
Lachatz, it's lachatz, it's lachatz.
Grew up in Egypt. The father had to go back.
Eventually you'll find it. You'll find
Yeah.
it.
I don't know. That's why I
Rabbi,
mentioned
even
again.
though Mishnah Berurah says use 2 meats, don't use egg. Continue to use egg like your father did. Don't switch.
No, but
I-
man,
I showed.
But Sam might. Sam might.
Rabbi, it's funny how he's bringing that remez. I showed the rabbi a remez that was bothering me 50 years. 50 years is bothering me, and it showed up in a Gemara.
That's what
The
I'm saying.
rabbi's
They
gotta
come up.
explain.
Rabbi sat down to eat afterwards, was sort of after.
They were sitting down. They had a red bean.
but you do. Sanhedrin are supposed to fast. If they,
Right,
they
so
sentence someone,
And then,
says
and
the
then
first
after
thing
they
is-
sit down and eat it.
ישבו המילה בישבו זה, you sit down, it's a meal. So it's not that I'm hungry, I take a bite.
Yeah, you know.
Now, Larry, if you
Ask
understand
the
it,
Egyptians, they may know.
if you understand it, go in the Rambam now again to the text of the Haggadah here. The Rambam is in front of you. Tell few.
Text is at the end, right?
Yeah, the Haggadah. The text of the Haggadah is at the end.
Okay.
Of his Haggadah. That's
No, בסדר.
it has some slight variations.
Look at the Rambam begins the Haggadah. Look at the Rambam begins. Look, he gives you a title. נוסח ההגדה שנהגו בישראל בזמן הגלות. מה זה בזמן הגלות? Not for now. תשמע, מתחיל על כוס שני ואומר בהילו
Bivahilu, it's famous.
יצאנו ממצרים. We left Egypt in a hurry.
So we have a custom. We take the tray.
Right,
Moroccans, I pass it over the heads of everyone at the table. We literally have Saddam and Messiah.
Yeah, but this is the Rambam.
We pass it out. That's my
בהילו.
Moroccan custom.
Listen. הלחמה ענייה.
Give it to the young unmarried girl. Young
No, unless she
unmarried
takes
girl.
out the trade, it's another story. She takes out the
הלחמה
trade.
ענייה. הלחמה ענייה דאכלו אבתנה בהר דמצרים. We
In
spent
fact,
time.
Rabbi Sananis asked me because they do it in Gibraltar from the Moroccan
Same
custom.
item.
He said they heard that I do it. He wanted to compare notes. Rabbi Sananis.
הלחמה ענייה דאכלו אבתנה בהר דמצרים. כל דכפין ייתה ויכול. Do you have any other holiday?
Please,
At the
inviting
table. At the table you make an announcement.
all the
Whoever
guests.
is hungry.
Come.
This is part of the Karpas and the Beitzah and Tisha B'Av. This is the only holiday, okay? We remember that unless we think and other people are hungry, in reality, no one will come in for 2 reasons. A, you cannot eat Korban Pesach. You cannot eat Korban Pesach. But תראה, it's מדויק. כל דכפין means if you're hungry. כל דצריך LePesach Yetev Yifsach. He doesn't say by Pesach whoever is hungry, because if you did not become a partner when we slaughter the Korban, this is why called the things by the foot. It's the only holiday that you do it. Shata Hacha, this year we're here. Shana Haba Ba'arad Israel. The real commentators say, what is that? Okay, so normally if the Rambam says Bisman HaGalut, you make.
Oh, because
But the
it's
real
dedicated.
reason is, we know that the reason why we're here is because of Sinat Chinam, because we don't care for people. Now that we are inviting people and we made sure that everyone in the community got, we can ask, please bring us to the Pshat Ba'agada. Shata Chaluk. We invited people. In modern terminology, millions of dollars are being distributed to poor people, yes? So but if there is someone out there, come and eat, yes. Therefore, we're asking Hashem, Shana Haba Ba'arat Israel, we deserve to pray. It's a bagalut, it's Bisman HaGalut.
So it's like remembering and repairing. Wow, that's so big.
This is the bottom line. We'll start with continue.
Rabbi Prague, what happened? Are you okay? What happened last night?
I made sure that you see me, and Sammy saw me. I was a macho when I went to give blood, which Sammy gave also. But unlike Sammy, I gave yesterday a class. I gave 2 classes of blood. I didn't eat breakfast. The minute I started to give blood, I said I have to eat something. I stopped myself, some tuna fish and salad. Anyway, after I gave, I ran 2 flights of steps. And then as I'm buying the muffin, I felt
faint.
Here's the question,
Rabbi Prague.
He thought.
So, Rabbi Prague, I'm looking in the Shema Shulchan Aruch, and it says that you don't have to sell if say dam when it comes. You're already Mekayim mitzvah dam, Rabbi Prague.
I told the guy, I have to give a class soon. I have 46 minutes. He says to me, sit on the computer, and I told him I gave 100 times. I know. So you have to do this. I asked one of my friends, one of the students, I'll tell you, press yes, no. He come, I'm sorry, you have to do it yourself. He says, he's not doing it. I'm telling him yes or no, because he does it faster than me.
You know,
I'm sorry. So then I yelled at him. He says, I'm a logical man. I teach logic. What you're saying now is illogical. I'm not telling you. So
he felt bad.
Rabbi Prague, I was afraid to call.
I asked him, which muffin do you like? He says, chocolate muffins. This is why he ran. I ran to me.
Rabbi Prague, I was afraid to call.
Eat better.
Yeah.
I spoke to him last night.
Rabbi Prague,
yes.
I was afraid to call the Rebbitzin. I didn't want to pick up the phone because I really, if you miss a class, I couldn't understand. All right, as long as you're okay.
No. As they drove me, I was really bad. This is
You went to the hospital.
Fainted 3 times.
Sometimes you donate blood without doing anything, you get lightheaded. You get lightheaded anyway.
This is not like it. This was. No.
As long as you're okay.
Running the steps on the empty stomach. This was okay. Anyway, Sammy, next time you go to give, we'll go together, okay? No, because I told him. I told you exactly the same.
Rabbi, all the logic you were talking about wasn't.
No, but I told the guy, this school is about logic. What are you telling me?
So,
I
but
cannot
they didn't
ask.
expect
The man looks at me like that.
As long as you're okay now.
It's going to be the guest of honor. And the guy passes with the
Mel will do it one day. No, but music always is a good example. You told me this was the custom. Have a nice day.
He gives them during their life, during her lifetime.
Eli, wait a second here.
Boy also, boy can have anything. One day I'll get it. One day you'll go. My boy, it could be the first day. Well, they don't have any last time. Nega será. Será. One day I'll. What's a dead body called? Somebody who touches the body. The baby touches someone who's a tamim. Tamim is the person who touched the body. Or he was in the same room with the body. It's the avatar. The baby will also be tamim. The what? The baby is not got it. All these things could be a baby. Yeah, all these things. Girl could be a even the same day. Long as before the brother died. Before the brother died. The baby boy is born before he died, before the brother died, and the wife cannot get married. She can get married. They wait to do it. Now, but there has to be a brother. The only brother is amazing. You have to do your both. Say yes. You can't leave. As long as there was a baby, the brother died. Wife of the brother who died, you're not going to marry. So, really making the baby get to live to make him alive. That's $400,000. You don't have to get married. You don't want to marry. You do $100,000. That's a whole ceremony. Looks great. See that white baby? The guy that's warm in there. Right? Thank
Guys, listen carefully and watch how a proper sale is done.
go ahead. All these areas are designated for Rabbi, I'm sorry. That's the big percent. That's the big percent. So there's no, it's not a necessity. Not a necessity. We can't probably move that. I don't. It's a nice thing to do. Good luck. Yeah, but I'm saying, but he's saying, like, he said, I said, we make it business. He said, we're just doing it. But exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly 30 days, it's to be. It's a village building. It's exactly what. He can say it if he feels like it, he comes to you. Recovery from strip. Back on the trip, and that if it's more than the regular weight, you're not pay up. Right? Maybe they're arguing that say no, maybe it's just because you're not doing this. No idea about how to be help out. They're not gonna stop at myself. Way out. Talking about the guy who died and had a baby. The baby was born before he died. Right? And what is it? Even if you live for only an hour. Once much you don't let it, and I'll let you go. Wife was she married Glenn. Glenn died. While she married him, What is where is it? The mother, in other words, as long as there's a fetus, she cannot eat. That baby was coming. Right. No, baby. That's gonna reduce over here. That's all they do. That's the baby. Why? Best thing, vocês devem ter uma married. Now we done. Okay. Back to the father. Back to the father. Right? Even if the kid is 1 day old, that's not whole life. Continues the Mishnah or happy to say inherit and increase. Maybe 1 day old, guys. Where do you learn the first thing? Maybe 1 day old. How do you know even a baby wants to know? Second question. Both have a bob. That's the box. Boy, I didn't know boy could be a side. One day, all the sabe do bolo, safado, ela tem que one day off. Now he's saying he's waiting for the boy from the house. Who's saying this? Bill does whatever the minimum is. Whatever the minimum is. And what I really am. Yain. Ra. Why wait a minute, Adam. Adam, yes, the word is Adam. Adam, she said, Adam, Adam. Where do you learn Adam including Adam? Never Adam in Adam. Back from the yacht. Hashem set up the system that God made it, of course it's true. God gave out his life. Now my son is there was a result. We did get the round result. Serving now, that's our eventually they made mistakes. But the real service now is not back in the start. I'm serving the light down. Let's say I'm serving on give real. I'm going to bring a sacrifice on an altar or something. I don't know. And doing it for every day. Yeah, I'm bringing this at that. I'm bringing that this at that. This at that now. The actual item for him. When they serve the item, Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I'm not certain.